Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters, dear viewers, welcome back to another episode of Ask Eman. This is your show to pose those burning questions to our local scholars, imams, mashayikh, those people of knowledge, alhamdulillah, that can help us get a better understanding of this glorious religion. We do apologize for the late start. There was a bit of technical delay, inshallah ta'ala, but we are back, alhamdulillah, as usual, inshallah. What we ask for all our participants, inshallah, is to pick up the phone, call the studio number. Alternatively, you can view this live feed on Facebook and also YouTube as well. Alhamdulillah, and you can always go back to the show if in case you've missed anything out. Today, mashallah, we are joined by our Sheikh Abdul Basir, mashallah, who is live from the comfort of his own home today. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Abdul Basir. How are you doing today?
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Sami, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, Sheikh. We are missing you in the studio, inshallah. But Bismillah, Sheikh, if you've got just a small little reminder for us to enlighten us on something, inshallah. Bismillah.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa mawala. First of all, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us safe, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept us safe. This is indeed a great opportunity and a great mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many of our brothers and sisters, they are staying home because of the pandemic and because of this issue. So we should utilize our time to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to recite the Quran. Also, not to forget to strengthen the connection between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as this is a great opportunity also to make dua for the whole ummah, to make dua for yourself, for your children. It is very challenging time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us all in this difficult situation. Also, make sure all of us, we should say inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We all belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we all shall be returning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairah, respected viewers and everyone, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair, Sheikh, mashallah, tabarakallah. Sheikh, I'm just gonna go straight into it. Mashallah, you mentioned a very good point about being at home. It's a pandemic at the moment. I'm sure you know the hot topic around the whole world at the moment is revolved around this COVID-19 situation. What I want to ask you, Sheikh, my question is very, very specific to: is it forbidden? Okay, or what is the ruling? Is it forbidden to be scared about the affair of corona? Someone who genuinely feels scared about how the world is in a big crisis and chaos at the moment, is a person sinful for having fear in his or her heart?
Generally, as a human being, we're always fearful about any difficult disease, especially when it pandemic or when it comes to this type of situation, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us to be relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ala Allahi tawakkalna wa huwa rabbuna wa ala Allahi tawakkalna wa huwa rabbuna. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our Lord, and we should be relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instead of fearing. So it is written in our taqdeer, or it is written in our decree, that what will happen to us. And this is why Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu, when he was about to enter the Sham, so some of the Sahaba, they asked him that, are you fearing the difficult situation there and you fleeing? He said, no, I'm fleeing from a decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to another decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if we are in fear, so our daily routine life will be affected. So instead of fearing this difficult situation, we have to be hopeful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help us, and we have to be hopeful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make us a way out, will make us come out from this difficult situation. And this is the real test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, test of our iman, test of our patience, test of our situation, test of our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, wallahu alam.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. Alhamdulillah, I'm really happy you clarified that. Obviously, because there is a bit of a taboo in how the perspective of the Muslim should be. Brothers and sisters, please do get involved. Alhamdulillah, the studio line is 0203 515 0769, or you can just comment. You can type your comments through on our Facebook Live and also our YouTube as well, inshallah ta'ala. And don't forget, we are also available on WhatsApp. You can send a WhatsApp anonymously if you wish to do so on 0742 239 8833. Sheikh Abdul Basir, you've definitely heard, obviously, people coming out, and you know many are staying at home. but perhaps there's a small percentage of people still not really obeying government law, still not obeying the law of the land. Now, I want to ask from a Muslim's perspective, Sheikh, is it haram? Is it always sinful if a person was to oppose the rules set in place by parliament or a government in regards to this particular situation we are in?
First of all, we have to understand that in this difficult situation, there are some clear ahadith of Rasulullah SAW, which says that if you are in fear of getting this contagious disease, or if you are in fear that you will be affected, so it is best to stay home. And you might know we do not know that whether we are holding or containing that virus or not. So this is why the government, they set the rule that stay home. And this is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as well. So when you are not obeying or not following the instructions of the government itself, so you are putting yourself in danger. You are putting the other people who are living around you. There are many vulnerable people. There are many people who are in difficult situation as well. So you are putting them in danger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in the Quran, وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ. Never throw yourself in at-tahluka, in disaster. So when the government, they set the rules that do not go out, and there is a purpose for the whole purpose for the government to say these or to set these rules is to save you, to save the community, to save everyone who are living in this country. So if you are following the rules, first of all, you are following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that لا تلقوا بأيديكم إلى التهلكة. Secondly, you are following the instructions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And thirdly, you have to remember that you should love for yourself what you love for others, or you should love for others what you love for yourself. So you shouldn't love, or you will not love for yourself that to put yourself in danger now. So why would you love, or why would you put others in danger? This is why Rasulullah ﷺ told us in the hadith, خَيْرُ النَّاسِ أَنْفَعُهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ. The best among people who are beneficial to others. Be beneficial to others. So if you are becoming beneficial to others, it means you are becoming beneficial to you. So become beneficial to yourself and become beneficial to others. This is how you will slow the spread of the COVID-19, and this is how you will save the vulnerable, the most vulnerable people in the society, and of course yourself. You might have parents at home, you might have someone who has underlying situation, health conditions at your home, so you are protecting them as well. So when we follow these, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala definitely will help us. And we have to remember that this is a great test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the whole human being. So we have to overcome this test by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, so would it be safe to say that the Islamic perspective, inshallah, at this moment in time is to obey those in authority in terms of the peace and the safety of people? Alhamdulillah, this peace and safety. Just wanted to clarify that, Sheikh. Obviously, as you know, there are those who still insist going out and, perhaps putting themselves in danger. But just upon that note then, Sheikh, may I ask you then, in regards to people having what we would probably describe as theories, revolving stories, conspiracy theories perhaps, revolving around not just this issue but other issues, what is the Islamic perspective in terms of verifying information before spreading information and trying to give clarity on knowledge before passing it on to others?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah Al-Hujurat, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, inna ba'da dhanni ithm. Indeed, some of the perception, and some of the suspicions are ithm, are sinful. So in this difficult situation, so the government, they have a set rule, and the government, they are telling us the news or every information step by step. So at this difficult situation, if someone is spreading any news or any rumor, which is already the people are in difficult situation, already some of the people, they cannot handle this issue because this is the first time in their life, the first time in the whole world. So what happened when someone is spreading rumors? So it is more dangerous than the COVID-19 itself. Some people, they are in fear that what is going to happen, this and that, and people are feeling this with some wrong information, conspiracy, this and that. So we do not believe in this, and we have the fear and we have the faith that the government, they are always
okay, Sheikh, I'm just going to have to stop you there. I do apologize, Sheikh. After the break, We're definitely going to come back to you, inshallah, on that particular point, inshallah ta'ala, definitely, because I would love to learn a little bit more about that. Brothers and sisters, these are jewels, these are gems, inshallah, things to take into consideration, so we're not putting ourselves in harm, nor are we putting other people in harm, inshallah. Please do call in after the break. We're going to be back very, very shortly, inshallah. Stay tuned. As for now, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. MashaAllah, this is your show, brothers and sisters, Ask Eman, where you can call into the studio. Just a little while ago, Sheikh Abdul Basir was with us, and he still is here with us, answering those questions, enlightening us, alhamdulillah, on these topical issues revolving our religion, MashaAllah. We do have a caller on the line, and I instruct, obviously, all of you as well, to do call into the studio and get your questions answered on 0203 5150769. So let's take that caller. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah, before we go on, can I just ask, did you get your parents' permission to call us tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, yes, what's your name?
Maryam Jazeen.
MashaAllah. Maryam, yes, what is your question, Maryam?
My question is that I've been wearing a hijab for a long time, since I was a very young age, and I even did a tutorial of how to wear hijab in my YouTube channel. But when I go to school, all my classmates and colleagues, they always ask me that why do you wear it, and this isn't compulsory in eyes, and you need to wear it when you're teen, 10, and everything. I just wanted to know, what is the compulsory age to wear a hijab?
Okay, inshallah. Did you say what is the ruling on that? Did you say at the end?
No, I asked that what's the compulsory age to wear a hijab?
Oh, the compulsory age. Okay, inshallah. Sheikh Abdul Basir, mashallah, beautiful question from our young sister. Did you manage to hear that question?
I did hear, mashallah. So first of all, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect the young girl, protect her family. And second, so since you asked this question, mashallah, many of our children, they face difficulties in wearing hijab. So but wearing hijab, it is recommended in Islam, and for the young girl, so as she is asking that what is the age of wearing hijab. So many ulama, they said many things. So when the girl will feel that her body is changing, or her puberty age is coming, so that is the actual age of wearing hijab. But some of the parents, they make their daughters to practice it from age of 5, age of 6, age of 7. It's totally up to the parents where and when they will feel their daughter has to wear hijab from now. So it is completely up to their parents, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair. MashaAllah, Sister Maryam, are you still there?
Yes.
And does that answer your question?
Yes, jazakallah.
MashaAllah, yes. Keep going with your YouTube channel. Alhamdulillah, you're doing some fantastic work. We'd definitely love to subscribe to your channel, inshallah, if you do want to leave that information with the team at the back. MashaAllah. Brothers and sisters, please do remember we are live on YouTube as well, as the reminder was there, and also Facebook as well, alhamdulillah. And we have some WhatsApp questions come through. Sheikh Abdul Basir, we have a question saying that there is a message circulating in the community from the masjids, saying that there should be a collective adhan done from every household at the same time, and also collective dhikr. What is the Islamic position on this?
As you mentioned before we go to the break, about the rumors, about the news, false news. So sometimes we believe that these false news and these false information leads us towards something which is not Islamically, or which is not recommended in Islam. In Islam, there is no hadith and there is no athar, there is no news where we find that the mashayikh, or where we find the tabi'een, or the people who passed before us, they have done adhan collectively in one go, because of the pandemic, because of any issue, or if they have done any du'as. we don't find any of these issues in any book of the Seerah. Secondly, there is a story mentioned in Imam Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, also some other books. I can't remember the name of the book. In that book, there are some stories that a pandemic or a difficult situation, disease came in Asham. Some of the people, they thought, let's go out of the city. Let's go out of the city. And it became in Egypt as well. So many of the people, they are referring to this story, especially on the YouTube and other social media as well, platforms as well. So this story is mentioned there. So some of them, they went outside of the city and they collectively, they have done the dua there. And when they came inside their city, so the next day they found that more people are dying. So this is about the contagious issue. So there is no point of doing such as these kind of things, which is not mentioned at all in the books of seer or books of ahadith. Rather than sitting at home, sitting down in your quarantine and reciting Quran, doing adhkar, crying out to Allah subhanahu. And remember, crying out is the best thing we can do in this difficult situation. We do not know this disease may come to me. We do not know this disease may affect my family as well, my relatives as well. So raise hand, do dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala personally, not collectively at all. Inshallah. Barakallah.
Barakallah feek, Sheikh. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for that, inshallah. Before we take the next few questions via our WhatsApp group, we have a question. International caller. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What is your name and where are you calling from tonight?
Yeah, so my name is Ahmed, calling from Australia.
MashaAllah, from Australia. Well, welcome, Brother Ahmed, to the show. What's your question?
I wanted to ask just two questions, brother. First question is, has Allah destroyed or previous nations using a plague or virus in the seerah or in previous narrations? And the second question is further clarification of Allah descending in the last third of the night. That is.
Sorry, Brother Ahmed, can you just speak a little bit louder on I didn't quite catch your second question, inshallah.
Second question is, on the last third of the night, Allah descends and you can ask, just want further clarification because I heard from someone. So just that's it.
Okay, inshallah, jazakallah khair. Sheikh, just obviously the position, how a Muslim looks at the particular pandemic. Brother Ahmed's asking, has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a plague to other nations previously?
So yes, plagues came to other nations previously as well. And it came after the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it came before the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it could be a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, could be a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us in Surah Al-Baqarah about the children of Israel that فَأَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ رِجْزًا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ بِمَا كَانُوا يَفْسُقُونَ. So when the evil becomes too much in the land, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes punishes us. But we're not going to that difficult thing. Rather than we are thinking that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mercy upon us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is wanting us to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through these pandemic. Because sometimes we completely forget about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We completely forget the purpose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent us in this dunya. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through this difficult time, He gives us an indication that this is the time you should be returning to your Maker. And this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes He tests us through these difficult situations. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us mercy from Him, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Brothers and sisters, please just a notification as well that you can put your comments via our YouTube channel, alhamdulillah, and also our Facebook Live as well. Remember, Eman Channel here, we're here to give general advice and instructions, obviously based upon the word of Allah, the Quran and the Sunnah. And in light of those actions from the companions, anything specific, brothers and sisters, anything which requires a bit more detail, a bit more explanation, we do urge you, we do encourage to contact your local imam, inshallah, especially if it is specific cases, and as well that is the same with any medical advice. please do contact your GP, your hospitals, those people who are in position to give you a better understanding of those particular questions pertaining to medical advice, Sheikh. I've got a quick question for you, Sheikh. We have a minute, inshallah, if you can give us a quick answer. But it's saying, how can I help my husband stop a gambling habit? And then we will take a bit more light on that, inshallah, after the break.
Inshallah, this is the most difficult thing for a wife when she is asking that.
I'll tell you what then, Sheikh. Alhamdulillah, it does require a bit of time. So what we'll do, inshallah, brothers and sisters, we'll take it straight after the break. Please do call in our studio line, brothers and sisters, on 0203 515-0769. Alternatively, you can send us a WhatsApp message, inshallah ta'ala, and keep posted. Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, this is how we do keep connected in times where, you know, everybody is so distant, everybody is so, the hearts are not connected, subhanAllah, people are distancing themselves. How do we keep connected with al-Islam? Alhamdulillah, we'll catch you straight after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back, brothers and sisters, mashallah. We are here once again, alhamdulillah. With us is Sheikh Abdul Basir, helping us gain a better understanding of our glorious religion, alhamdulillah, al-Islam, mashallah. This religion that we hold so dearly to our hearts, and this Islamic knowledge that we are instructed as Muslims to preserve, to teach, to embody the message of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Sheikh, are you still with us? Alhamdulillah. You are still with us. I'm not sure if you can hear it at home, brothers and sisters. There may be a technical difficulty with the sound, inshallah. Can we just get a little update if the viewers can hear the Sheikh at home, inshallah? Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, I'm going to go into to the question what we was talking about earlier. It is in regards to gambling. So the question is asking, how can we help someone to stop a gambling habit? What advice do you have for them?
Gambling, first of all, we have to understand this is haram in Islam. This is forbidden. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in the Quran, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, as for a believer, innama al-khamru wal-maysiru, is a very long verse, especially. Allah is explaining to us that the gambling is haram. Second one is to advise or to help someone get rid of the gambling itself. It is very difficult, maybe, will become to that person if he has got long habit of engaging in the gambling. So we have to let him understand gradually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he kept better than gambling. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept a better thing in the business and other thing, and this gambling will take you to Jahannam or whatever this. So we should be supporting him, consulting, giving him the right advice, the right solution. Also in our society, there are many organizations who gives the right advice how to stay away from these gambling things. So if we refer to any brother or anyone who we know that he is engaged with the gambling, refer them to these local authorities, local organizations who can help them more in getting rid of this bad habit. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable every one of us to stay away from these difficult things, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair, Sheikh, mashallah. Some really good pieces of advice there, alhamdulillah. Sheikh, we have another question coming through on our WhatsApp. It's saying, regarding the childbirth or after a baby has been born, do you give the adhan after the ghusl of the baby or straight away?
So some of the ulama, they said it is straight away, not after the ghusl, straight away after the baby born. It's better to give the adhan on the right side, right ear, and the iqamah on the left ear. And some of the ulama, they said it is best, it is after the ghusl, but majority of the ulama, they said straight away after the birth.
Barakallahu feek, Sheikh. And on that topic, we have another question pertaining to that topic, but we're going to take a call first. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're live. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Barakatuh. My name is Hussein Akhi. I'm calling from the Midlands. Subhanallah, how are you brothers doing?
Alhamdulillah, Akhi. How's the Midlands, inshallah? People keeping safe?
Alhamdulillah, everybody's, mashallah, keeping at home and looking after their nearest and dearest, mashallah.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of people, mashallah, calling their relatives and mashallah, catching up on what's going on. Alhamdulillah, I've mentioned this. Subhanallah for being here, mashallah, answering our questions and keeping that normality and continuity going in our lives. So,
Alhamdulillah, akhi, man. Alhamdulillah, bro. We all do our part, inshallah. Yeah, bro. What's your question, akhi, man?
This is a time where, mashallah, we're all doing a lot of studying, and brothers and sisters are reflecting at the moment as to what's going on. And one of the questions I wanted the Sheikh to maybe answer is, do the scholars think we are actually living in times, as mentioned in the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam prophecy, we're living in times of Alwan?
Subhanallah. Okay, bro, is that your only question, akhi, or do you have another?
That is a very important question, so if the Sheikh can answer that question.
It is, inshallah, yeah. Absolutely. Very good question, akhi. SubhanAllah, Sheikh, something I'd like to find out about as well. What do the ulama of Islam say in particular these times that we're living in, Sheikh?
So the ulama at this time is, the time we are living in is time of the fitna. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us at the end of the time there will be many fitnas or many corruptions. So whoever is safeguarding himself, safeguarding his family, safeguarding his relatives, will be among those who will be protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So as we can see that the fitna is around us everywhere, wherever we go, fitna with our children, fitna with our families, fitna with our society, with our community, and everyone. So at this difficult time, we need to be staying close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the advice of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam told us in the hadith that alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnati al-khulafa ar-rashidin, that the difficult time, especially nowadays, so you have to be holding the sunnah, alaykum bi sunnati, my sunnah, and the sunnah of khulafa ar-rashidin, uddu alayha bin nawajid, make sure you hold it very tight. So when we hold the sunnah of Rasulullah very tight, and we are firm in the sunnah, steadfast in the sunnah, following the sunnah of Rasulullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help us. And we always should try to make a good relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these difficult situations. As the brother is also mentioned about phoning the relatives, taking the news of the relatives. It is very effective one nowadays, because sometimes even in my relatives, many of them I didn't know about them from long time ago. So this is the right time. This is the best time for us to know more about the relatives, more about next of kin, more about the building you are living in, the block you are living in. So we do not know about our neighbors, how they are living their life. So it is the best time to know about them, to know about their needs, to know if they are in need of anything. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have mercy upon us when we do these, when we follow these steps in our life, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, barakallah feek, Shaykh. Very pertinent, subhanallah, message there. Bro, did that answer your question, inshallah? Caller, okay, the caller's gone, mashallah. Barakallah feek. Brothers and sisters, please do get involved, inshallah. Contact us via Facebook, via YouTube, mashallah. We are live on those platforms as well. You can send us a message on WhatsApp. Alhamdulillah, the number is at the bottom of the screen. And alternatively, we can do the good old-fashioned way. You can call into the studio. Inshallah, you'll get straight through on 0203 515 0769. Especially while we are at home during these times, brothers and sisters. Use this time to gain knowledge, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, ask, for verily those people that don't ask will never know. Sheikh, so before we was on the topic of the childbirth, alhamdulillah, you gave us some advice about the ghusl of the child and when that should take place. But we've got another question there on the same topic, is regarding the 40-day period for the mother. Does it begin from giving birth or before?
No, it has to begin from the giving birth. Begins from the giving birth, 40 days.
Alhamdulillah, barakallah feek. Another question, Sheikh, is saying, I wanted to ask, how can a person keep their spirits up when they are alone and feeling very down and lonely during these times, especially when they are fasting? How can someone keep motivated?
Someone to be keeping himself or herself motivated while they are fasting, and if you feel you are down, you are moody, so it is the best thing is to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِي فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that whomsoever will turn his face from my remembrance, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will test him. Also, أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبِ. Indeed, with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our souls and our hearts finds peace. So the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could be one of these things. Second thing is, so when you are staying alone, different kind of thinking comes to your mind. So in Islam, it is best not to stay alone. So it's best to stay with your family members, your children, your spouse, so who can give you sort of what comfort when you are alone. And even if you are feeling these kind of thinking and these kind of anxiety after that, so there are many health professionals, there are many organizations who are helping us to get the right advice, not to feel anxiety or not to feel grieving, and also remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, making a lot of dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and especially as you mentioned, if someone is fasting, yes, when someone is fasting, he should be more closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahu alam.
Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair. Sheikh, for this last question, I'm going to ask if you can give us a yes or a no. I'm so sorry to press you on this one because of time restrictions. But it's asking, can a person use toothpaste while in the state of Siyam, fasting?
Yes, there are permissibility to use the toothpaste, as you said, yes or no.
Jazakallah khair, barakallah feek. Brothers and sisters, that concludes with the end of our show. Please do keep safe. Alhamdulillah, this is a message from the Eman Channel team as well. Keep at home, inshallah. Look after your parents, look after those around you, inshallah ta'ala. And obviously abide by all government regulations, insha'Allah ta'ala. Remember, brothers and sisters, it is knowledge that is a part of our salvation that we believe in Al-Islam. As for now, you can check out all of our episodes online, insha'Allah. We'll catch you on the next Ask Eman. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu.